A lot of you know I'm not the best at expressing my emotions, but this is something I've been thinking about lately. Is it okay to give up? To quit? A lot of people would say no, it's never okay. But is that true? When I was a kid, we were told you can be anything you want. You can follow your dreams and you'll make it, but that's not always true. I wanted to be a Pokemon trainer. To go on an adventure with my friends, catching all the cool Pokemon and become a champion. And we all know that's a ridiculous dream now, but we didn't at the time. We wouldn't know that until we grew up. And when we grow up, we give up on a lot of things, not on purpose, we just grow out of them. It doesn't interest us anymore. And that's not really what I mean in this video. I mean giving up, making the conscious decision to stop. I've given up on countless things in my life, good and bad. But why? Well, like most things in life, it's a gray area. It's not an easy answer, it really just depends. One thing good I gave up was drinking. I gave up drinking alcohol. I was one of those kids who, allegedly, started drinking at 14. So by the time I was legally allowed to, it had lost its luster. It wasn't a good time anymore. Blacking out and somehow waking up at home was terrifying. And too many people make it their personality, especially when you're young. This is a side note, but why do people care so much when you don't drink? It's weird that you have to justify it. Alcohol is literally a poison that we're okay with drinking because it makes us feel good. But back to my point. I spent years at a university trying to better myself, trying to become an engineer. I wanted to give up after every failure, setback, and naysayer. I doubted myself at every turn. I mentally and physically was at my lowest. I even wanted to give up on life. But even after all of that, I finally made it through. I have my degree, and I can call myself an engineer. But now that I'm done with school, I'm looking for a job, and I feel almost as bad as I did in school. When I was in college, I learned how much good I could do for people as an engineer. And when you're looking for a job, this is when your hard work is either rewarded or is completely dashed. And you either get your dream job, a job you're okay with, or a job you loathe. And this is why I want to give up. I'm applying at every job I'm qualified for, and some I'm not, just to get my foot in the door. And I hate every time I get a rejection email that says the exact same thing. We're moving forward with other candidates when the job is still posted 2 months later. It's so irritating that I couldn't even get an interview, that they would rather a position stay open, putting strain on their other employees, than train someone who is qualified to be there, even though they have limited experience. And the sad thing is you can't give up on getting a job. You have to have a job to survive, and it's either work my dead-end part-time job or try to get into the industry I want. So while I wait for a job, I've been making these YouTube videos as a hobby. I completely understand why so many people are leaving. I've tried to stay in the mindset that I make these videos for me, and if others like it, that's great, but it has the same problem that all social media has. You start comparing yourself to others, and you start craving likes while almost ignoring actual interaction or genuine compliments. You're chasing the algorithm to be the next viral sensation, but my editing isn't the best and I can't pump out content like some channels can. I get discouraged when a video I thought was really good doesn't have many views, or if a project I didn't like does really well. It's really confusing and it's tiring. And then the dreaded hate comment. Those have almost killed this channel more times than anything else. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens to everybody on the internet. It doesn't make it right. The old adage of if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all doesn't really apply with the anonymity of the internet. So is it okay to give up? Well, it's not an easy answer. It depends. Like most things in life, it's a gray area and you gotta weigh your options. Will I lose something I love if I give up? Is what I'm doing going to help me in the future, like college or jobs? Am I enjoying the thing I'm doing, like painting or making YouTube videos? If you answered yes to any of these, don't quit. Life is hard, and nothing about it is easy. You're worth fighting for, and if you love something, you gotta fight for it, even if it's just painting little plastic overpriced toys. So until next time, happy crafting, have a good day, and don't give up, and ask for help if you need it. We all need help sometimes. Goodbye.